Today's episode is brought to you by Security Financial Management.
Ooh, welcome back to Best Advice Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Rob Lovaglio, here as always with Austen Fats Jackson. It's just me and you, big dog.
That it is, buddy.
We are ready to let the dogs out.
Let's get this thing going with the segment we like to call Give Me Something Good.
Hey, give me something good.
Today we're going to add some brain strengthening techniques to your morning ritual, right? So our brain is like a muscle, right? It's like an arm muscle. The more we use it, the more it grows, adapts, and then it rewires itself, right? So the brain's no different. So all we're going to do in our morning routine, we're just going to change from brushing your teeth from your right hand to your left hand. It's that simple.
Easier said than done, Rob.
Can't do it.
So doing simple daily tasks like brushing your teeth with your left hand
Can't do it.
will focus your brain to use the opposite hemisphere, which ultimately is building and strengthening existing neutral pathways and even creating new ones, right? So just simply brushing your teeth with your left hand is going to exercise your brain a little bit every morning, and the studies show that it's actually going to increase your focus, your memory, and creativity. All that from a 30-second brushing your teeth. Actually, you should be brushing your teeth
2
for
minutes,
a minute.
Rob.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. All from brushing your teeth with your left hand for 2 minutes. And that's my give me something good.
Can't do it.
They used to tell us to do that to learn how to dribble with our left hand better in basketball, and I tried it.
It's hard.
It didn't take.
It's hard. Yeah, it's like really,
Yeah.
it's really awkward, man. It's really awkward.
Very awkward. Never really got that good with my left hand, which is why I had a short basketball career.
You got a long football career. That's what matters.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, let's get to the question of the day. Today's question comes from Bruce from Clearwater. Bruce, what you got for us?
You want to say something?
Hey guys, Bruce says, I love the show. He's 35 years old and looking to start investing. What is a commonly overlooked mistake you've seen in new investors?
All right, thank you, Bruce. Fats, you're kind of a lone man soldier today, so take this one over for me.
Two-man show. So one of the most common mistakes that we see with young people and just really anyone from all age ranges is when it comes to personal finance, one of the biggest things that people do is they get used to carrying a credit card balance, right?
Yeah.
Carrying a debt and just making minimum monthly payments, not really focused on how much they're paying in interest on those credit cards. So, for example, like say, you have $5,000 in credit card debt 1 month. Pay the minimum, call it $50, moves over to the next month. A lot of times these credit cards are charging interest rates of 20 to 30%, and you're paying annual interest based on that $5,000 balance. So just by making the minimum monthly payment, you're likely not paying enough towards that debt to really even pay down the balance. And, it's kind of a problem in our society, I think, is everything boils down to what's the monthly payment. Even when you make big purchases now, your credit card's like, hey, do you want to drag this out over multiple payments? You pay a little bit extra to do that, but it's like, oh, wow, I don't have to pay the, whatever it is, $3,000 for, I don't know, new curtains, whatever. Yeah. But by dragging it out and just getting used to carrying that balance month to month, you end up paying way more in interest than you would if you had just, planned ahead, were able to save and pay cash, or use the credit card and pay it off on a monthly basis.
It's weird when you say that out loud, like 20% like interest, when you're like, you would never go into a house and be like, oh, 20% interest, heck yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It's kind of crazy hearing that 20 to 30% interest, and you don't even realize it. I'm sure I'm doing it right now, and I don't even realize it.
Yeah, it's
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's not an uncommon, mistake, but it's, something that we try to educate our clients on is, hey, as best you can, obviously, things happen, and sometimes you have to carry that credit card balance from month to month. Cash flow is tough, but as best as you can, especially for younger people trying to either get out of debt or stay out of debt, it's really try to understand what your credit card is charging and pay that thing off every single month, because by carrying a balance month to month, that's a lot of dollars going out the window. So just if you're able to, zero out the balance on a month-to-month basis, I think, again, for people of all age ranges, it's a good practice to try to implement, because credit card companies, they make a lot of money, and there's a reason for it.
It hurts your credit a lot too, I think, because I remember I was going to buy my first house, and that I needed to clear that credit before I was able to get my
Right.
the interest I was looking for.
Right. Yeah. Get a better mortgage rate.
But then when I went and looked at it, I was paying like $600 a month for nothing. Like literally nothing. And it really was killing me.
Yeah. It's but it's easy to do. You get you build the habit of carrying the balance and you don't really think about it. Yeah. But then if you let that drag out for a year or 2 years, it's pretty eye-opening how much you end up paying in interest.
If I wasn't looking to buy that house, then I probably would still be doing it because it just or out of sight, out of mind, right?
Essentially, yeah. If you have it set up for auto pay on minimum monthly, that balance can start creeping up. And just, again, best practice, try to zero out the balance and not carry credit card debt on a month-to-month basis.
Very cool. I hope that helps, Bruce. All right, we're going to end this episode with a quick market update with a minute with Mitch. Mitch is over in, where is he, Fats?
Arizona
SEI conference. All right. Mitch, what you got for us, buddy?
Hi, it's a quick time for a minute with Mitch. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona at the SEI 2024 Summit. And I'm here with Brian Huff. Brian is a certified financial analyst and head of portfolios, and he really specializes in asset allocation. The market's been very bumpy. The market goes up and down. We're in an election year. Brian, what are your thoughts about an asset allocation and diversification?
Diversification is always the answer, unfortunately, boring though it may be. So we are strong believers that while you can predict certain things, you can't predict the direction of the market with nearly enough certainty that it would justify making sort of sale market timing changes. So we always espouse diversification to manage risks, known unknowns and unknown unknowns. Especially important right now when the market is concentrated as it is. We can generate a more diversified posture. We can help you find better success.
Thank you, Brian, for that. And again, we always talk about diversify. It works that way. I'm out here interviewing some other money managers, and we'll report back with some more information. Have a great day, everybody.
Oh, you're a smooth talker. You are.
Remember, folks, the secret to wealth is not what you earn, it's what you keep. Happy days, everybody.
This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only and is not intended as personal financial advice. Before making any financial decision, please do your own research and consult a financial advisor as needed. If you have a question for the guys, email podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com.